Evan Jones, the ambassador of instrumental soul, a true original. His style and sound is simply unparalleled. His ability to express his musical emotion without words will draw you in and you won't want to let go. The journey of Darryl Evan Jones has brought him to performance stages all over the country, and soon to a stage near you. So just why should you experience a performance by Darryl Evan Jones? Well, we asked some people who know him and his music best. Here's what they had to say. So what makes the music of Darryl Evan Jones special and interesting?
Darryl's music is interesting in the fact that he can make a flute sing.
It always tells a story. No matter what part of the song it is, it could be the hook, it could be the chorus, it could be the beginning or the ending. There's always a purpose to his songs and a purpose to his music in general.
His desire to please everyone in his audience. He strives to put together a good collection of music.
I think his talent.
What I find about Darryl's music that is interesting and special and a little peculiar is a buff man playing the flute. And he doesn't just play the flute, he plays the flute.
Or there are certain parts to those songs where in the middle you get a different feeling from the rest of the song. I love that.
I've never heard any other flutist play a flute in the way that Darryl can. All I can see here is that Darryl has his own kind of musical style.
Darryl really puts his heart into it, and you hear his heart through the music. A lot of people can't say that.
And it just means a lot to Darryl, and you can see it in his show. You can see it in everything that he does.
What makes Darryl special and interesting is everything.
And I think it's very interesting to see the detail and how he is so talented and is, so relevant for this time. I think we have a lot of genres of music and nothing quite sounds like what he's doing.
What's your favorite Darryl Evan Jones song?
Between Remember Me or Love Come My Way.
It's a lie.
Bronx Groove.
One of my favorite songs that Darryl's done is it's called Valencia.
The Ride.
Hands down, my favorite song has to be Bronx Groove. I think it's an amazing compilation of sound, of technique, of creativity. I love that it's a little R&B, it's a little neo-soul.
Relentless and unstoppable.
Relentless. The very first track I ever heard by Darryl. I find it very uplifting.
Free your mind. Free your mind. I would just always feel like dancing when I heard that song.
Why should someone go see Darryl Evan Jones live?
Darryl Evan Jones, the flute man, the ambassador of instrumental soul.
He's very passionate about his music, his performance, and his audience.
It's just very upbeat. He keeps his entire audience as a part of the show.
He makes his shows fun. He makes his shows memorable.
I love how Darryl interacts with his audience by sharing a bit of the history of his song choice, be it it's something that he's written or samplings of other artists.
Always telling stories. Always having fun with his musicians.
You have to go to one of his shows to really have him tell you the true meaning behind the song.
It's always a fun time. It's not just a concert. You show up, you listen to music, then you go home. It's always a conversation. It's like a family reunion, if you will.
He explains what was going on in his life when he wrote the music, which really makes it mean a lot more.
If you want to listen to music and just listen to music, then you can listen to the radio, you can download music on your phone. But if you really want to have a good time and learn something, hear something new, get inspired.
Describe the music of Darryl Evan Jones in one word.
In a word, it's beautiful.
Say it would be awesome.
I would have to say legendary.
I guess it'd be soulful.
Darryl's music is powerful. And I say that on so many, of course, powerful. Everyone like, oh yeah, my music's this, blah, blah, blah. But his music really is powerful. It hits. It's solid. It's clean. It's clear. it takes your mind off from the stress factors of life, and it takes you there. You know what I mean? It takes you where you want it to go, wherever you decide you want it to go.
It's just different. It's different in a way that if he's within 150, 200 miles, I will be at one of his shows. It's not just because of who Darryl is, it's because of what his music brings to his audience and how he makes you feel like you're a part of it.
What's it like working with Darryl Evan Jones?
He's a really, really big kid, but he's awesome. He's a really cool guy. Has a level head, you know, he's not cocky or anything like that. He's down to earth, and he can play. And not only that, but he's a people person, and he's a music person. So with both of those being in the same category, he's definitely someone to enjoy working with, especially from my point of view.
He's a consummate perfectionist. I love his professionalism.
Darryl is strict, he's concise, he knows exactly how he wants his music to sound. And even though he cannot hold a tune, and I mean a tune, he can give you your note and tell you when your note is off.
His energy and just the way he plays, and it took me, you know, it made my playing, it took my playing up to another level, simply because he was pushing me as he was also being pushed. And, well, I can say pushed and pulled, because, you know, it was a really interesting time for us playing, especially for all of us, the first time playing, period. And no rehearsals, anything like that, just the vibe and the energy was just so enlightening.
Is there anything interesting you'd like to share about Darryl Evan Jones?
Darryl was probably one of the first artists that I've ever heard to play a flute live and to put a band behind it.
He's very passionate about his music, his performance, and his audience. I love how Darryl interacts with his audience by sharing a bit of the history of his song choice, be it is something that he has written or samplings of other artists.
He's from the Bronx, just in case you didn't know.
I love how he likes the feedback from the audience, be it a personal conversation with you or through social media.
I would say when you see him, you think he's going to be a rock out drummer or even maybe a saxophonist. Nope, Darryl pulls out the flute. That to me is still one of the most peculiar yet exciting things about him. He doesn't look like a person that would even pick up the flute. So it's very, you know, kind of an oxymoron to see him with the flute and to be buff and to be strict.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think that he is a legend. I think his music is legendary. I have watched him, I've followed him, I've supported him for years now, and I must say that each time I have seen him perform, each time that I've heard his music on the radio, I am inspired to interpret music in a different way, to take the limits off, to take the restrictions off of what music can sound like, how you can put together a piece and combine different genres and different sounds and just have a masterpiece. So I would have to say he is a legend and his music is legendary. So I do expect for you to be entertained, you to be inspired, you to be, I don't know, just in awe of his excellence.
So if you ever get an opportunity to witness one of the many live performances around the country, it will be an experience to remember.
Go check him out, go buy his tickets and go support his music.